Welcome to Cavaletto Studios. I'm Chris. Challenge your endurance with this power yoga class, diving deeper into postures with heat-building movement. You will flow with strength and stamina for a full body workout. So let's get started. We are going to begin in a seated posture, nice and tall. You're welcome to sit on a block or blanket, easy seat, Sukhasana. Either leg in front and just let your palms rest on your thighs. Let's sit up nice and tall. Pull the ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. And if you're comfortable, we're going to close our eyes for a few moments and just focus on our breath. Let it come in, through the nose, long, slow, gentle, deep breath, and then out through the nose, same thing. Feel the body calming down, relaxing with the breath. Feel the rise and fall of the belly with each breath. Notice if there's any mind chatter, how the body is feeling just sitting still or trying to. Turning the palms up and bringing the first finger and thumb together. Continue that breath. Let's do 2 cleansing breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And another one in through the nose and out through the mouth. Think about your practice today and our power flow, working through the postures, being kind to the body as we challenge ourselves as well. Bringing the palms together to heart space, pressing the fingertips together, the palms together, lift the elbows, lower the shoulders. Draw your chin to your chest. You can open your eyes and look at your fingers. Rotate your fingers towards the earth, palms still together, feeling that nice stretch. And then rotate the fingers back up. And then this time, press the palms together and lift them to the sky, looking up at your hands. And then exhale all the way back down, chin to chest. Inhale, lift and press. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, side bend to the right, placing the right hand on the floor, left arm overhead, relax your right shoulder, wiggle those left fingers, take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, windmill it to the left side, reaching that right arm over, wiggle those fingers, and then one more time to the right, and then all the way to the left. Coming back up, let's add a nice little twist, holding onto the right thigh, twisting to the right. And then on your next inhale, go ahead and release and twist to the left. Coming back to center, do a few rotations with the wrists. Let's extend the arms out to the side as we rotate through those wrists. And then change direction, circle the opposite direction with the hands, and then bend the elbows as you bring it in. And then rotate the opposite way, reaching the arms up. Change direction and bend the elbows and slowly lower all the way back down. And then press those walls away. Let's bring the right elbow over the left, finding your eagle arms, and gently draw the elbows up and down. If this is a challenging posture and you have shoulder issues, you can also stack the shoulder or the elbows and hold the shoulders and just lift the elbows up and down. So listen to your body. Feel that nice stretch in the shoulder joint. One more, and then we unwind, extend those arms, press the walls away. Feel that nice stretch in the biceps. Now the left elbow is on top of the right, eagle arms. And again, option to hold the shoulders, listen to your body. Up and down. As we go through the postures, just make adjustments that what feels good to you today. One more, up and down, and then we unwind, extend the arms out, gently letting them float down to the thighs, and then we'll bring the bottoms of the feet together, holding on to the ankles, and just let the knees do a gentle movement up and down, a little bounce through the knees. For our butterfly. Now you're going to let your knees relax, holding the ankles, straighten the arms, and then start to lean to the right and circle forward, leaning to the left, circle back, circling big circles all the way around. Just bringing slow movement to the body. We want to build some heat in the body. One more circle, all the way around, and then when we come back sitting tall, we're going to change direction. Now tilt to the left and then forward and then to the right, all the way in a big circle. It always feels a little more awkward when we change direction. 2 more circles. And then 1 more circle, sitting up nice and tall. Pull the elbows to the rib cage and just do a little hinge forward, gently pressing down with the knees. And then inhale, sit up tall. Let's hug the knees into the chest, give them a squeeze, and lift nice and tall. And you can hold the wrists, forearms, or elbows wherever it feels good to you. Maybe pull those toes up. Lengthening, pull the shoulders away from the ears, and then pull your right ear to right shoulder. This nice little stretch through the neck. And then back to center, and then left ear to left shoulder. And just notice one side might be a little tighter than the other. Back to center, chin to chest. Good. Back to center. We're going to release the arms from the legs. You can cross or bring them to the side. Coming to tabletop. Coming up onto your hands and knees. Bring your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Tops of your feet on the mat. Let's spread out those fingers. Index fingers facing the front of the mat. Thumbs towards each other. Cat-cow. Rounding through the back. Nice exhale. Inhale, lift and open. Arch the back. Exhale, round, leveling out the discs of the vertebrae. Inhale, lift, arch, lift the head, lift the tailbone, arch the back. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, round. 2 more times. We're going to inhale. Good, exhale. Inhale. 1 more round. Exhale, round. And inhale, lift and open. And then find your neutral spine. So you want to make sure you're looking down at your thumbs on the mat. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, and you're going to start to, without moving your body as much as you can, extend the right arm and left leg. So opposite arm, opposite leg for extended tabletop. We're going to build some heat in the body using the core muscles. So your right butt cheek, left butt cheek, and the right arm are squeezing, reaching, and then slowly, without shifting your weight, bring them to the floor and switch sides. So now your left arm, opposite, extending, slowly coming back down, switch sides, extend. Slowly coming down. So let's start to flow with it. Inhale, extend, exhale, bring it down. Inhale, extend, opposite arm, opposite leg. Exhale, bring it down. Try not to shift your body weight. See how steady you can stay. And extend and down. Now let's hold. We're going to extend and hold. Pull the shoulder away from the ears. Point your toes. Just hold and breathe. Feel those muscles working, building heat in the core. And then we're going to bring it back down to the floor. And then the other side, opposite. Extend and hold. Keep on breathing. You're looking at your thumb that's on the floor. And then hands and knees. Go ahead and separate your knees, feet together, balasana, your child's pose. Send your hips towards your heels, melt forward, coming to the floor. Arms are extended, so you feel that nice stretch in the armpit area. Find your breath. From here, we're just going to lift our head just slightly off the floor, if it's not already there. And we're going to walk both hands towards the right side of the mat. So you get a little nice twist. As you're reaching to the right, shift your hips to the left. And maybe even take your left hand and place it on top of your right hand. A little extra stretch there. Find your breath. Now we're going to remove that left hand on top from the right and then walk both hands all the way over to the left side of your mat. Shift your hips slightly to the right so you get a nice stretch in that right side of the body. Option to reach your right hand on top of your left. And then again, find your breath. Never force anything. Now we're slowly going to release the right hand, come back to center, see if you can melt a little deeper into your child's pose. And then reach those hands forward, slowly shifting out of your child's pose. You can tuck your toes, find your downward facing dog, our first one of the day, and then walk your dog, pedal out your feet, moving those hips side to side. And then separate your feet about hip distance, soften the knee, draw your tailbone up and back, pressing into the palms and to the fingertips. Your knees are bent so you don't go into your low back. Feel those shoulder blades just melting away from the ears. You're going to rise up onto the toes and then drop your hips towards the right, pivoting to the outside edge of your right foot, inside edge of your left, and then push those hips upward. Both hands stay on the floor, just twisting in that downward facing dog. Feel the stretch in the armpits, probably on the left side. And then slowly come back to center. Melt into your downward facing dog. Readjust. And then you're going to shift to the left, going to the edges of your feet, lifting those hips, noticing the difference from one side to the other. Coming back to center, find your downward facing dog. And then you're going to melt into your left foot as you lift the right leg, three-legged dog, keeping the hips level. Just feel that stretch. And then go ahead and bend your right knee. And then start to pull your right foot and knee over to the left. So you start to stack your hips, keep the shoulders level. Now you're going to take that leg and you're going to bring it between your hands. And we're going to come up to warrior one. All the way up, extending into that front right knee. And just breathe. Inhale and exhale, bending into that knee, pushing into the outside edge of your left foot. We're going to exhale, fold down. Place the hands on the floor, find your plank. You're welcome to go straight to down dog, or you can go through your flow, rock onto the toes, bend the elbows, chaturanga, getting as close to the floor as possible, and then you can inhale, upward facing dog. and then downward facing dog. And again, pedal out your feet, walk your dog. Take your time, pulling those shoulders away from the ears, melting into your posture. 3 full breaths here. Pushing into those fingertips. 1 more breath. And then we'll extend our left leg up, pressing into the right heel. Just level out those hips. And then we bend that left knee and start to pull it over to the right, stacking those hips. Feel that stretch. And then take your left foot and bring it between your hands. Find your warrior 1. Drawing it up, extending those arms back, and breathe. Tune into your breath. Notice where you're feeling the stretch in the body, challenging yourself, but not overdoing it, not going past your edge. Take a breath in, and then as we exhale, forward fold. And then we step back to plank. Nice and strong. Feel free to be on your knees if you'd like. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Rock forward on the toes. Elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale here. 3 breaths. Pressing into those fingers. And then after your 3rd breath, you can rise up onto the toes, back into the heels. You are welcome to step, hop, or walk. Both feet forward, and you're going to bring your big toes together. Because we're going to find our Utkatasana, chair pose. Bringing it up. Find your breath. Maybe rock forward onto the toes, lifting the heels, lower down slightly. Find your balance. Find your focal point out in front of you. And then rock back onto the heels. Feel those legs working. And then exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands to the floor, straighten the legs. Step, hop, or walk, back to plank. Nice and strong. Pull the shoulders away. Again, check your form first, always. And then engage those core muscles. And you can be on your knees if needed. Chaturanga. Slowly lowering down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. And just breathe. We're going to take our right leg up again, 3-legged dog. You want to bend the knee, pull that leg over, open up the hips, keep that right shoulder down. Now you're going to take your right foot in between the hands. Again, finding a balanced posture, coming up to crescent. Opening it up. Find your breath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. And then find your warrior 2. Extending it out, arms front and back. Open up that knee. Make sure you can see your big toe. Looking over those right fingertips. You're going to take your right palm up, reach it back, reverse warrior. And then you're going to bring the arm to the thigh, side angle. Reach your left arm over your head to the front of the mat. Excellent. If you want to go a little lower, you can. You can even bring the arm up overhead. We're going to take both hands to the floor on either side of that foot. Peel your back heel off. One more balance challenge. Lifting up to warrior 3. Extending the arms out. Leveling out the hips. Flex your left foot towards the earth. You can have the arms out to the side or even reach them back. if you want. So lots of options. And then we bring the hands to the floor. Step your left foot way back so you can find your plank. And getting up and down off the floor, got to keep our flow. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. 1 more breath. Then we'll extend the left leg up, bend the knees, stack those hips, open it up. Keep that left shoulder down, parallel with the earth. Then that left foot is going between the hands, coming up to your crescent lunge, opening it up. Feel that nice stretch, feel your balance, embrace it. Breathe in, breathe out. Warrior 2, Virdrasana 2, open it up. Relax your shoulders. Make sure you can see your big toe on your left foot. Turn your left palm up. Reverse warrior, reaching to the back thigh. And then forearm to the thigh. Reach the right arm overhead. You're still breathing, keeping that heart open. Option to go a little lower and reach your right arm up. And then we're going to take the arms to the floor. You're going to use your strength. Back up a little. You're going to kick off your back leg. Find your warrior 3. You can have your arms out to the side or to the back or front to level the hips. Flex your right foot. Find your breath. And then we bring the hands to the floor. Step your right foot back. Find your plank. Nice and strong. Rock forward. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Feel free to take a child's pose if you need it. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. After your 3rd breath, rise up onto your toes, back into your heels, bend the knees, hop, step, or walk both feet forward, toes together. Utkatasana chair pose, coming up and breathing, bringing the palms together to heart space, twist to the right, placing your tricep on the thigh. Option to open the arms. And then bring the palms together, twisting to the left, opening it up. Optional. Palms together, back to center. Rock onto the toes, back into the heels, forward fold. From here, you're going to step back with your right foot and come up to crescent. Find your crescent. Then you're going to pivot onto the back full foot on the right. Find your warrior 1. Virdrasana 1, option to press the palms together. Find your breath. Warrior 2, open it up, extending, readjust those legs as needed. Soften the toes, try not to death grip the mat. Look at your left big toe. Good, right palm on the thigh, reverse warrior. Straighten your front leg. Reaching it forward, find your triangle. Pivoting, opening up that shoulder. We're going to bend the top arm, right arm behind the back, bend your front knee. Come nice and low. Option to bind. If you're in a bind, we're going to release the bind and then pivot into your low lunge and lower your right knee to the floor, untuck your toe, and walk your hands up onto your thigh. Option to reach your arms up as you hinge your hips forward. Bring your right hand next to your left leg, left foot to tuck your right toe under. Twist your right shoulder to your left knee. Option to reach your left arm up and even extend the leg straight. And breathe. Take both hands to the floor. Step back to plank. Rock forward, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths here. One more breath. Then we rise up onto the toes, then back down, bend the knees. Step, hop, or walk, both feet forward, feet together. Utkatasana, chair pose. Find your breath. Sit into your heels. Palms together, heart space. Let's twist to the left. And breathe. Option to open those arms. And then we bring the palms together. Let's try the other side. Right side, sitting those hips back. Option to open the arms. Palms back together. Find your center. Maybe rock forward on those toes. Off the heels, maybe lower. And then we bring the palms to the floor, straighten out the legs. Forward fold. And now you're going to step back with the left foot and lift yourself up to crescent. Breathe. Pivoting to the back of your left foot, find your warrior one. So now your whole foot goes to the floor. Option to bring the palms together. Warrior one. Don't forget to smile. You're breathing. Warrior two. Extend. Breathe. Open up your right knee. Look over those fingertips. Open the heart. Turn your right palm up. Reverse it. Reach for your back thigh. Bending into that front knee. Now you're going to rotate to triangle. Straighten your front leg. Reaching it forward. And have the back of the hand on the inside of the thigh or the shin. Leaning into it. Open it up. Then you're going to bend your front knee, take your back top arm, reach behind. You can have your hand on the thigh, the floor, or you can bind and breathe. We're going to release the bind and then take your left hand to the floor next to the toes. Pivot off of that foot. Rotate that left knee to the floor. And then walk it up. You can even untuck the back toe if you'd like and reach those arms up. Take your left hand all the way down to the floor next to your foot. Rotate your chest towards the thigh. You can bring the right arm up if you'd like. You can even tuck the toe and lift the back knee off the floor if you'd like. And breathe. And then you're going to take your right hand back to the floor, and we're going to step back to a full plank. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Feel free to be on the knees if you need to. And then we're going to chaturanga, elbows in, and then slowly lower the belly to the floor. Slide the elbows under the shoulders, and just breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Sphinx pose. Check in with the heart rate. Check in with your breath. We're going to tuck our back toes under, but I want you to start out with just pulling the belly off the floor, tucking under those hips, and you're going to lift first to your knees, lifting those hips up. A little bit of a curve in the back so you feel the core engaging. Option to straighten out your right leg, pushing into your right toes, and then the left, so you get an elbow plank. Optional to be on your knees, it's up to you. And just hold and breathe. Option to bring your palms together, interlace, maybe a little rock side to side, shifting your body side to side. Even if you're on your knees, you can do a shift side to side. And how about forward and back? If you're on your knees, stay side to side, on your toes, forward and back. Embrace any shakiness. And then slowly lower the hips all the way to the floor. Unlace the fingers if they're together. Separate your arms. Take your elbows a little bit wider than your shoulders. Press the palms. Let your legs relax about hip distance apart. And gently press into the floor and open up that heart. You don't want to feel any pinching in the low back. And breathe. Now, some of you might want to go a little further in your extension. You can stay here, or some of you might want to straighten out your arms. And breathe. And then as you lower, elbows go out to the side. Bring your palms next to the rib cage. Tuck your chin. Gently press up and back. Find your child's pose. Sliding it back. And breathe. One more breath. Then coming up and out of your child's pose, tuck your toes, find your downward facing dog. Soften the knees, pressing into it. Inhaling and exhaling. Bring your right leg up, bend the knee, stack the hips. Good. Bring your right foot between your hands. Pivot onto your left foot. Find your warrior one. Press the palms together. Open to warrior two. Bending into that front knee. Reverse the warrior, reaching back. Straighten out your front leg. And then hinge the hips. Find your triangle. Pivot it forward. Open up that heart. Bend your front knee. Place your palms together. Rotate all the way around. You might even pull your heel off the floor so you can balance with your tricep on your right thigh. Press the palms to the floor. Kick your left leg straight up in the air for split stance. Bend your knee, bring your feet together. Come up to Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Step or hop or walk back to plank. Chaturanga. To up dog. To down dog. Take a nice deep breath here. Let it out through the mouth. Let's do another one. And then bring your left leg up, three-legged dog. Let's bend the knee, stack the hips, open up. And you know where that foot's going, right between the hands. Coming up to warrior one. Open it up. Each time you transition into the asana that you've done before, it gets a little easier. Get a little stronger, a little more mobile. Warrior two, extending, opening it up. Relax your shoulders. Reverse your warrior, reaching back. straightening out the front leg, windmilling it to triangle, Trikonasana, open it up. Bending your front knee, bringing your palms together, peel your back heel off the floor for the high lunge, twist with your tricep on the thigh, finding your balance, and then bring both hands to the floor, kick your back leg up, split stance. One side might be easier than the other. Bring that right toe to the left toe, meet the feet on the floor. Utkatasana, chair pose. Find your breath, sit your hips back. See if you can go a little lower. And then exhale, fold. Step, hop, or walk back to plank. Nice and strong. Rock forward on those toes, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one of the day. Breathe into it. Melt into it. See, check in with your posture. See if we can really push into those hips up and back. Knees are soft. Heels do not need to touch the floor. I keep my knees bent because of my back, so listen to your body. Find your breath. Now from here, rise up onto your toes, back into your heels. You can step, hop, or walk. Both feet forward. You can cross them if you'd like, and then extend to a Dandasana. Sitting up nice and tall. And just feel the floor. Place the hands next to the body. Flex the feet, maybe get the heels off the floor as you sit nice and tall. And then just relax the legs. Give them a shake. And then you're going to pull your right knee, hug it into your chest, and then bring it across, place it on the floor. And you can wrap your left arm around that right knee, right arm behind, lift and twist. If you want a little bit more, you can bend your left knee and pull your left heel to your right glute, if that is in your practice today. Lift and lengthen through the spine, twist and look over your right shoulder. Find your breath. Feel a calmness starting to wash over the body as you slow your breath. You might feel your heart beating, you might be a little warm. Now we're going to release our arms and we're going to counter stretch. So you're going to pull your right elbow inside your right thigh, left arm behind you as a kickstand, lift and twist. And breathe. Feels so good to move. Remember, movement is medicine. So the more we move our body, the better we feel. Getting started is always the hardest part, but once you get into it, it always feels a little better. Now we're going to release, face the front of the mat. Go and unwind those legs and extend them out. Back to your Dandasana, your staff pose. Sitting up tall. Now you're going to pull the left knee into the chest and place it across the right thigh. Wrap your right arm around that knee and sit up tall. And again, you can stay here if you want a little deeper or your body is okay with this posture. You're going to bend your right knee, bring your right foot to your left butt cheek, and lift and twist. Looking over that left shoulder, think about pulling that left shoulder down. And just breathe. Notice where you feel the stretch. Appreciate your body for all that it's done for you up to this moment. Now we're going to counter stretch. So you're going to release that leg. You're going to bring your left elbow inside the left knee, reach the right arm back, lift and twist. We're going to unwind, come back to the front. Go ahead and Extend the legs. Give them a little shake. And then we're going to spread out our fingers, place them on the floor behind us, pressing into the palms, opening up the heart. And then we're going to bend the knees and place the feet flat on the floor. We're going to find a reverse table. So you're going to lift your hips, open your heart, looking at the ceiling, and breathe. One more breath. And then lower those hips all the way down, back between the hands. Extend the legs straight, flex the feet. Extend the arms overhead, and then forward fold. Maybe reaching your 2 fingers towards your big toes. If you cannot reach them, no big deal, but stay tall through the spine. Try not to collapse or round, and just feel your belly pulling towards the thighs, maybe bending your elbows, and just breathe here. As you relax into it, you might find your body melting a little closer to the earth. Let gravity assist. Some of you might be able to hold on to your feet or even place your wrists over the top of the toes. One more breath. And then you'll release your fingers. Inhale, rise up. Exhale the arms out to the side. Again, placing the fingertips behind the back. Slide the feet and the toes together and the legs. And then slowly lean back. Option to lift for a reverse plank. You might have to move your arms back further, lifting up. And breathe. And then slowly lowering down. When you come down, bend your knees and slide your hips forward. Flex your toes and then reach the arms forward. Relax the shoulders. You always have the option of holding on to the back of the thighs, or you can let go for our boat pose. Just make sure you're not slouching. You want to round and lift and lengthen, not round. Option to hold your legs off the floor or even release. Reaching the fingertips towards your toes. You can flex or point them. Separate your feet and knees about hip distance apart. Find your breath. Embrace any shakiness you have. Take your right elbow over your left and find your eagle arms. And then take your left knee over the right if you'd like. You can even cross your foot underneath if it goes under the calf. And then slowly unwind the legs, unwind the arms, and then try the other side. Left over right. And then right over left on the knees, and wrap them under. And breathe. A little challenge for our core today. And then unwind the arms, unwind the legs. Hug the knees, see if we can float above the floor. And then slowly lower yourself all the way back down onto the mat and hug the knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. And you can wrap your arms around, hold the wrists, forearms, or elbows. And squeeze those knees into the chest. And then we're going to keep holding on to the right knee and extend the left leg all the way to the front of the mat. Let's flex both feet. Extend your right leg all the way up to the sky. Option to hold on to your big toe. You can always use a strap, a belt, or a towel to reach your foot if that is easier for you. Go ahead and hug the knee into the chest, just with the right hand, and then pull the left knee in, holding the left knee with the left hand. Release the right leg to the front of the mat. Flex the foot and extend your left leg up. And you can hold behind the thigh, or you can hold on to the big toe. And just breathe. Think about relaxing as much as you can. Inhale and exhale. And then go ahead and bend that left knee. Let's hug it into the chest. Bring the right one in to join. Hug both knees. And then go ahead and place the feet flat on the floor. Reach the fingertips towards your heels. Press the palms into the mat as you lift to a bridge. And then slowly lower the hips all the way back down. And let's bend our elbows. Bring the hands to cactus arms, backs of the hands on the floor. And then you're going to walk the feet as a little bit wider than the hips and draw both knees to your right. Just let them fall open. Look to the left. Optional to take your right heel or foot on top of your left thigh for your nice twist. Just breathe here, in and out. And then if your head's turned, you're going to take it to the center, uncross the leg, and bring them back to center. Realign the spine. Feet are still a little wider than the hips, and drop both knees to your left. And then look to your right. Option to bring your left foot on top of your right thigh. And just breathe. Feel that nice stretch in the thigh, the torso. Tune into your breath. And then bring your head to neutral, uncross the leg, come back to center. Let's bring the knees and feet all the way together, and then bring the knees about 90 degrees at the hips and knees, and then separate them so they're just barely apart. If you want to keep your feet on the floor, you're welcome to, or you can keep with this challenge and drop both legs to your right, pulling them up towards your elbow without touching the floor. And look to your left. And then breathe in, head to center, knees up, and take them to the other side. And then all the way back to center. Extend both legs up. You can bring your arms down next to the thighs, flex the feet, relax your shoulders, and breathe. Cross your right knee over the left, bend your knees, and see if we can reach for your feet. Just give them the knees a little pull towards the chest wall. Nice little glute stretch. And then slowly release the feet, extend them back up to the sky, and then switch. Cross your left over right, bend the knees, grab hold of the feet, and pull the knees towards the chest. Might notice quite a difference from one side to the other. We're going to release the feet, extend them all the way back up, and bend the knees. Place those feet flat on the floor, nice and closer together this time. Press into the feet, lifting to a bridge. Open that heart. Option to interlace the fingers or even walk the shoulders under if you'd like. Knees in. Find your breath. And then walk the shoulders back out. Unlace those fingers. Lower those hips. And then find your happy baby. And you can hold on to the big toes. Separate your knees. You can hold on to your feet. You can wrap the hands on the inside to the outside. Maybe a little rock. And then find your center. Unwind the legs. Go and let the feet go all the way to the floor. Let them fall open. Open up that heart. Close your eyes. Find your Shavasana. Palms are up. Tune into your breath. Notice the mind chatter, what thoughts you have going on. Just let them go. No judgment. Feel the body melting into the mat. Notice the energy running through your body. Matched with a little more of a calmness. Let's take a nice deep cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And you are welcome to stay in your Shavasana, or you can roll to the side. You can gently push yourself up. Finding your easy seat, your Sukhasana. Sitting up nice and tall, pull the chin in, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, palms to heart space. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.